Well, these are historic and important times in Ottawa, and I want to start by thanking so many people who've written emails or called me and expressed their thoughts about where we should go. I think everybody understands that there's a huge amount at stake here, that what started off as a crisis in the United States has spilled worldwide and is hitting hard here at home in Canada. I talk to so many people who've lost their jobs or facing the prospect of potentially losing their job, people who don't know how they're going to be able to afford to retire, wondering how they're going to be able to pay for their mortgage or even their groceries in a time of great economic difficulty. And after the last election, there was an expectation that Canadians had in their minority parliament that we would all come together, that we would meet in a new spirit of cooperation to find solutions. And that's exactly what the Prime Minister promised. But he went back on his word. Instead of consulting with Canadians and members of Parliament, he did none of that. In fact, he launched one of the most partisan attacks that we've seen in the House. Really an attack to go right for the jugular of opposition parties at a time when he should have been reaching out and asking for help in developing solutions. In fact, the only thing we really saw in the economic statement was attack both against Labour and also the principle of equal pay for equal work for women. And so with no plan, no hint of any action that was going to be taken by the Prime Minister, we were left in a dire situation. Let me be clear. My first choice, the first choice of every Liberal member of Parliament, was to work with the government to find solutions to this current economic crisis and to do it so in a collaborative way. But this Prime Minister's betrayal, his refusal to work with other parties, his partisan attacks, and his poisoning of Parliament forced our hand. It created a situation that really necessitated unprecedented cooperation. Stephen Harper wants you to believe that we voted for a president in the last election. We didn't. Canadians voted for parliamentarians, and they have an expectation of parliamentarians, not just such as myself, but every single one of us who were elected, to find solutions, to find answers to the problems that face us today, to protect Canadian jobs, and to work to ensure that our economy remains strong. Whether or not we go forward with a coalition, you can rest assured that is my focus, to make sure that we're firmly working on the things that Canadians care about. That is their jobs, their pensions, their futures.